Make today iconic. What is up, guys? It's Brxnks Sports back with another realistic rebuild here on my channel. In this one, we're doing the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young, all them boys. We're gonna get a championship. And here are the settings that I'm gonna be using. In the last video, someone commented why I use trade override. I didn't think that I had to explain it every video, but if you're new, just know that I do use trade override sometimes if I feel like 2K is not being fair, or just to make a fair trade, because honestly 2K is not realistic whatsoever in the simulation, in the trades, nothing, not even free agency. So yeah, that's just my little spin on it, spin on the rebuild, just to make it a little bit more realistic. But here's Trae Young. You guys can see his stats. Obviously he's a great shooter. He's also a very underrated playmaker, and he's gonna get assists out there. Not really good on defense at all, but we've seen that from his college days, so not surprised. We've also got Kevin Werder. Don't know too much about him. He is a 72 overall. And Omari Spellman, obviously from Villanova. Here's the rotation for the first season. Not going to be moving much around. Let's just see how this team does, and let's see what happens. So for this first season, Russell Westbrook's going to win the MVP on the Thunder. Luka Doncic, Rookie of the Year. Tyreke Evans, Sixth Man. Kawhi, Defensive Player. And Nick Nurse, Coach of the Year. Pretty much the same awards every time. And here are the All-NBA teams. You guys can pause those if you want to see a specific player. But Trae Young, All-Rookie First Team. Doing pretty solid out there. I'd like the assists to go up progressively each year. We all know he's going to get buckets, but that playmaking really needs to be there. We did not make the playoffs, obviously. This team shouldn't make the playoffs, but we're going to have actually 2 or even 3 first-round picks in this upcoming draft from Cleveland and Dallas. They are protected, so we'll see if we get lucky. Taurean Prince had a very solid season. We'll have a big decision on bringing him back or not, and also John Collins with a good season. So it is going to be Warriors and Celtics in the finals. Let's see who's going to win it all. Warriors up 2-0, 3-0, and they get the sweep on the Celtics. Cousins Finals MVP. So let's see how our draft situation is going to end up. And we have 3 top 15 picks. So with the 6th pick in the 2019 NBA draft, we are going to pick up Cameron Reddish out of Duke. He's going to be a solid scorer for us, and he'll also play some defense out there. And with the 12th pick in that same draft, we are going to pick up Nazarone Reed out of LSU. He's going to be a huge presence for us at center. We might even move him to power forward depending on our situation. And with the 15th pick in the draft, we're going to take Hachimura out of Gonzaga in case Taurean Prince decides to leave, or we can even use him as a 6th man. He's a good scorer. So here's the roster for the second season. Trae Young is our best player at an 84 overall. Then John Collins, Taurean Prince, Alex Len, Kent Bazemore, Nazarone Reed, Kevin Werder, Hachimura, Tyler Dorsey, and Omari Spellman. All the young guys are obviously getting better. Trae Young, hopefully he can put up some stats this year. I doubt we're going to make the playoffs, so we'll have another lottery pick, and let's see what happens in this season. So Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to win MVP for the Bucks. Charles Bassey, Rookie of the Year on the Hornets. Kawhi, again, Defensive Player of the Year. And Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year. Here are the All-NBA teams. I doubt anyone made a team from our team, and they did not. But we were the 10th seed, so we obviously got better. That's always good. But we're not going to be in the playoffs. We're going to have another lottery pick. And Trae Young, 23 points per game. That's pretty solid from him. Also getting about 5 assists per game. Cameron Reddish. I expected a little bit more from Cameron Reddish, but he is a rookie, so we'll let him progress. So LeBron and the Lakers are going to take on Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors. Let's see who wins this finals. Raptors, Kawhi Leonard, MVP. Draft lottery time. We're projected the 12th pick. Let's see if we get lucky, and we don't. And with the 12th pick, we are going to pick up another center, Guy Carl. He'll be the backup. I'm not sure if he's a real player or a created player, but draft classes are obviously going to getting better as 2K19 gets older. So in the beginning of the video, I did say that one of our objectives was to get a defensive point guard to help out Trae Young in the backcourt. Jxmmi would be really perfect for this team. I'm also going to go after Chris Dunn, and we can move both of them to the shooting guard. Their overall goes up. They can both play that position. Jaylen Brown would also be a nice defensive backcourt presence alongside Trae Young. So we are going to pick up Jxmmi. The Spurs did not match that offer. But Taurean Prince is getting a pretty massive contract, and I'm not sure if we want to pay him that. He's a solid defender, but he's not really putting up good numbers. Cameron Reddish, we can move to the small forward. But here's the roster for the third season. Trae Young, Jxmmi going to be in the backcourt. Cam Reddish at 6'7". He can definitely play that small forward role. And we're looking pretty saucy, actually. Our defense is definitely getting better, which is something that I want to focus on because we're definitely going to put up the numbers on offense. So let's see what happens. Kevin Durant is going to win the MVP for the Warriors in this season. Cole Anthony, Rookie of the Year for the Hornets. Kawhi Leonard, Defensive Player. Bol almost improved on the Spurs somehow, but I'm not going to ask questions. And Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. But let's see if anyone made an All-NBA team. Looks like they did not. Standings, we finally made the playoffs. We are the 5th seed. A little bit high, but we did get better on defense. I think that's what contributed to our 5th seed appearance. We're going to be taking on the Washington Wizards, who have actually Taurean Prince, so that's kind of funny. But I'm not sure why he didn't accept the contract that the other team had offered him. But Trae Young, another very good season. Cam Reddish definitely improving from his rookie season. Jxmmi kind of playing that Taurean Prince role at the shooting guard. So in our first playoff matchup, we're down 3-1 to the Washington Wizards, which are kind of expected. They've got a lot more experience. John Wall, Bradley Beal, Taurean Prince giving him that defense, obviously. And I think they still have Dwight Howard, but I'm not sure. We're going to end up getting gentlemen swept here in the first round. Trae Young had 40 points in this game, but it wasn't enough. As I said, Trae Young's going to put up that the stats. We just need to play defense, and we're going to try to focus on that in the offseason. Bucks and the Jazz in the finals. Kind of a weird finals. Don't usually see this in 2K, but looks like the Jazz are going to win. Donovan Mitchell, finals MVP. So here in the offseason, John Collins is getting an offer from a team, and I think we're going to match him. He's been doing pretty solid, getting rebounds, getting not assists, getting points, and he can play some defense as well. So if we want to focus on defense, I don't think we're going to find another better power forward, so we're going to match him. So here's our roster for the 4th season. Not too much has changed. Trae Young, Jxmmi, Cam Reddish, Kevin Werder, Amari Spellman. All the boys are still here. And we're looking still pretty solid. Still a very young team. So if we do not do well in the playoffs this year, we might be looking for a trade. So Giannis is going to win MVP this season for the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not sure who the rookies are at this point. RJ Barrett, 6th man on the Celtics. And Luke Walton, Coach of the Year for the Lakers. Let's see if we finally get someone on the All-NBA team. Not even Trae Young, not even Cam Reddish. But I think Jxmmi was on the all-defensive second team, so that's pretty good. We made the playoffs again. This time we're the 6th seed. There you guys can see our players are definitely progressing. And we're going to be taking on the Charlotte Hornets in the first round. Actually, the Sixers have a better record, so I don't know why that's messed up. But we'll be taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Trae Young putting up about the same stats. Cam Reddish getting better every year. And we're looking pretty solid on defense. Jxmmi, you guys can see there. So here in the first round, we're actually up 3-1 on the Sixers. I don't know how, but we're doing it. We're getting it done. And it looks like we might be losing this game here. We do lose by 6 points. Trae Young, 32 points and 6 assists. Cam Reddish, 15 points. Yeah, so it's going to be 3-2 now. I'm not sure who that guy is. Jarrett Culver, I think. Ben Simmons had a nice game. Let's see if we can close them out here in 6 games, or if we're going to go to a game 7. I wouldn't doubt it if we blow a 3-1 lead. It happens a lot. But we are going to be forced to a game 7 by the Sixers. Losing by 15 here. Trae Young didn't really play that well in this game. Ben Simmons had 27 points for them. Game 7. Are we going to blow a 3-1 lead? Or is Trae Young going to lead us to the second round? It looks like it's a pretty close game. Down by 5 with 2 minutes left. And yeah, they just took off. Those last 2 minutes were horrible by us. We end up losing by 8 points. Trae Young, 28-4. Pretty solid. But he's going to probably need to drop 30 since our other guys can't really play that much offense. I mean, Cam Reddish can. But obviously, Dejounte Murray is mostly a defender. So a repeat of the Kobe and Dwight finals, Lakers Magic, and the Magic are going to take down LeBron with Kemba Walker. We have not been able to get out of the first round of the playoffs. Management's getting really tired of it. The fans are getting tired of it, so we're going to make a huge trade here. John Collins, we're going to also send a first round pick, and this young guy, 81 overall, Artie Hurley, has some potential for Andre Drummond, who has 1 year left on his deal. Detroit is still rebuilding. They have the chance of losing Drummond for nothing. So I think they go ahead and pull this trigger. They get some assets back for Drummond, who's most likely going to leave. So here's the roster for the 5th and final season. Andre Drummond is now our best player at a 90 overall. Trae Young, I think, is going to stay at an 88 to an 89 range. So we're going to have to focus and play around Andre Drummond and Cam Reddish, who are going to be our 2 stars. But Trae Young's obviously going to be our main offensive weapon. And Drummond's still going to play defense, so he's going to add to our defensive mindset. So Stephen Curry's going to win another MVP on the Warriors. Artie Hurley actually winning Rookie of the Year for the Pistons. We actually traded him to the Pistons in that Drummond deal. That's pretty nice for them, so they do end up getting some good value. And Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year for the Warriors. If we can see here, I don't think we've got anyone on an All-NBA team. Dejounte Murray makes the All-Defensive First Team, so that's very nice. Starting to become a lockdown defender. And standings, we were the number 2 seed, winning about 50 games, so very huge improvement from where we started. And we're going to play the Raptors in the first round. We have Mike Conley and Joel Embiid somehow. I don't know how they pulled that off, but Raptors have Mike Conley and Joel Embiid. And here you guys can see the stats. Drummond didn't do that good, but obviously he's going to have to play down to Trae Young and Cam Reddish. Team stats on offense, we were about middle of the pack on offense, and on defense we were top 10, so pretty good. So here in the first round, we are up 3-2 on the Raptors. Although last time we were up in a series, we did blow a 3-1 lead to the Sixers. So let's make sure that doesn't happen this time and close them out here in 6 games. It looks like we are going to win here 107-99. And Braxton off the bench actually having a huge impact, leading us in scoring. Mike Conley, Joel Embiid, Kawhi Leonard. I don't know how this team didn't cruise along and get a higher seed, but in the second round, we are up 3-2 again, this time to the New York Knicks. I'm not sure who they added. I don't think they added anyone huge. So it's just pretty much Porzingis and Kevin Knox. And they are going to take this game. So it's going to be a Game 7 in Atlanta to see who moves on to the conference finals. Yeah, they have Porzingis. They have Dennis Smith Jr. actually, so they added him. Kevin Knox. It's going to be a tough matchup, definitely. But Game 7 in Atlanta. Can we do it for the home fans? And let's see. 4th quarter. Oh, yeah. We're going to blow them out by nearly 40 points. We win. And Trae Young's going to drop a lot of points there. 6 assists. But we're going to be moving on to the conference finals, which was our objective. So we completed that. In the conference finals, we have 3-0 on the Charlotte Hornets, who don't have Kemba Walker actually, so I don't know who they have, but they made it to the conference finals, so they're obviously going to be good. They do win here 3-1 now, so let's see if we can get the gentleman sweep on the Hornets. They have Cole Anthony, that's who they have, so he's pretty much a stud. Good replacement for Kemba Walker. And we're going to simcast here. We're up 3-1. Let's see if we can close it out. We're at home. And we do win 123-114. Trae Young, 26-2-5. And Cam Reddish, 20 points as well. Cole Anthony actually dropped 30 points and 15 assists. Insane from that kid. Charles Bassey is also on this team. And in the NBA Finals, we're matching up against the Golden State Warriors. And we do end up winning game 1, 133-103. Steph Curry only put up 25 points. Kevin Durant, 25 points as well. They actually have Bull somehow. I don't know. He was on the Spurs before, if you guys recall. They also have Enes Kanter and Draymond Green. They don't have Cousins, though. Trae Young putting on a performance, putting up 20 points. Game 2, we actually win, so we're up 2-0 on the Warriors. Steph Curry dropped 40 and Bull 22. I don't think they have Klay Thompson, or he might just be doing really bad. Trae Young, 21 points. It was enough. 3-0 on the Golden State Warriors. I guess that defense is really playing a factor in this, because we're not even scoring that much. If you guys can see the stats, we're not scoring that much, but 3-0. Can we get the sweep on the Warriors? That would be really nice. And it looks like they are going to win this game probably. They do end up winning 123-117. Trae Young, 22 points. And Cam Reddish didn't really play that well. Kevin Durant stepped up in this game for the Warriors. But can we get the gentleman's sweep in the finals and finally bring a championship to Atlanta? If it's close, we're going to hop in and see what happens. So about a minute 30 left. We have the ball, 105-101. What's Trae Young going to do here? This is a big play. We need a bucket here. If not, the Warriors are going to have a real chance to tie it. And DeJounte Murray is going to pass it to Naz Reid. They double him. DeJounte Murray open in the corner. He splashes it. DeJounte Murray for 3. I'm not sure how he made that. He must have been working on his 3 this whole time in Atlanta. But Steph Curry on Trae Young. We obviously know Trae Young's not a good defender. But pick and roll, Jordan Bell. And he's going to get the layup. So 108-103, 5-point lead, 56 seconds left. This would be a really huge play again if we can score here and then get a stop. Trae Young floater, and he banks it home. Andre Drummond has been the player of the game. 19 points off 9 for 13 shooting, so pretty good from him. This is a huge stop here. If we can get a stop here, this would be huge, and it would most likely... Oh, I thought Curry hit that. But that would have been a really huge shot by Curry. And we almost lose the ball right immediately, but okay, just bring it back out. Yeah, no rush. Trae Young on Steph Curry. Again, driving, pull up. Trae Young just hit 2 big shots right there. And it's over. Atlanta in the 5th season is going to win the championship. And so let's check out the stats. Stephen Curry, 26 points, 14 assists. Kevin Durant, 25, 4 and 2. Kanter also dropped 20. Bull only had 9 points. And it looks like they don't actually have Klay Thompson. Andre Drummond, 19 points. Kevin Werder, 17 in a huge game. And it looks like Andre Drummond actually wins the Finals MVP, not Cam Reddish or Trae Young. So that's going to do it for this rebuild. Let me know what you guys thought of this team. Let me know if you guys thought it was realistic enough. Also, let me know if you guys want to still see some realistic rebuilds or you think I should switch it up. But if you do, then comment down below your team. And thank you guys for watching. As always, make sure to subscribe for more videos.
Never get to me, bring out the Brxnks Truck. I'm young, flying iced up. 100-yard dash, I had to run my price up. Boss your life up.